Yo, 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 this is your boy Fireworks, and welcome back. This is Snoopers Gonna Snoop YouTube channel. The beautiful white gold is here with us today, and we are back with more Geeky Cast, all right? It's been a little bit since we've taken a look at some content from him, but he has got an awesome video right now. Looks like on the Ant-Man and Quantumania stuff, all right? This has been the talk of the town maybe for the last week since people were going to the theaters. And Rotten Tomatoes had scored it bad, but then the audience loved it. We were somebody that loved the movie and enjoyed it. We didn't think it was the super greatest thing ever, but we really were entertained. We had a lot of fun, especially watching it in IMAX and being in 3D. Really enjoyed ourselves with the Quantum Realm. But the Geeky Cast is here to talk about some of the Quantumania changes that were made, I guess, before the movie came out. He has some Kang Dynasty stuff to talk about. And as well, I think he's got a little bit more information on what we can get maybe post Kang Dynasty. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this, and make sure you guys subscribe to the Geeky Cast if you're not. All right, make sure you guys subscribe to him. He's 100 and he always keeps the receipts. All right, so before we get into this, leave a thumbs up. Make sure you guys leave a like. If you're new here to the channel, make sure you guys are hitting subscribe and tapping that notification bell so when we or I do a video just like this, you will get it first. Okay, so Geeky Cast, Ant-Man Quantumania, and Kang Dynasty. I'm Fireworks, the beautiful white gold. Well, hold on. I'm Fireworks, the beautiful white gold. This is Snoopers Gonna Snoop YouTube channel.
Wow. Do we have a lot to get into today? Let's go.
Kang Dynasty, Geeky Cast.
All right. So pretty much there is so much information going around about Ant-Man and the Wasp, how the movie changed. Check this out. Pretty much the direct said, it's been seemingly revealed that Quantumania's ending drastically changed in the months leading up to its release. Here's everything that evidently got altered. Now, I didn't even look at this, because if I'm being honest with you, I know it changed. I'm literally going to read to you exactly what was changed. Obviously, I'll leave the Reddit post down below. But here are the things that changed. First off, Scott works with multiversal selves against MODOK. So that's where he's like building all
never got that.
He'd get out with a bunch of them, and he'd fight MODOK. Janet calls Kang by his name, Nathaniel. Now, I think Nathaniel or Richards, they're saving till obviously the big thing, maybe it'd be Fantastic Four, maybe it'd be Kang Dynasty cliffhanger, kind of like how the Darth Vader I am your father thing, how he's related to Reed Richards. By the way, if I'm breathing kind of heavy, I'm sick. So Kang tells Janet that she gave him a lot of time to plot his revenge by leaving him stranded in the quantum realm. He tells her that when he leaves, the first universe he'll claim is hers, which got changed to all the universes will be hurt except for yours, or all of the universe will be destroyed except for yours, is essentially what he told her. Scott gets an all-black suit. Would have been super cool. We didn't get that, obviously.
Man, that would have been dope.
Kang survived the fight and stops Scott just as they are going back to their universe. Janet, Hank, Cassie, and Hope escape. Kang beats the crap out of Scott. Hope comes back for them. They almost manage to trap Kang in the quantum realm, but he escapes and traps Scott and Hope. So obviously, normally they trap him in that quantum engine, and he goes into it, but this time it would have been them trapped in there. The next scenes sometimes later. Cassie's running all kinds of programs on a different computer. She's staring at the screen, sees something, her eyes go wide, and she gasps. Cut to black. So originally it was going to be she sees a computer program or something, and she's shocked. I would assumed it would have been like the, and then it would have cut to black. But instead, it was Scott like, oh, we beat him, right? We.
It did get awkward though. That did
stop
scare
worrying
us.
about it, Scott. Whatever it was, you know. And last but not least, I think this is important just because it tells you the movie runtime was 2 hours and 15 minutes before. And cut down, it was 2 hours and 5 minutes, which is what we got now.
So it's 10
The only reason I know
out.
that is because I saw it twice and I was curious how long it was because it felt really fast to me. So realistically, that's all of the Reddit part. You know, obviously there was the original one and then there was the redone one, which we got. So, which leads us on to the next topic, which still ties into the Kang Dynasty. Here we go. Kang variants will reportedly make an appearance in Shang-Chi 2. This comes from Film Odyssey. Now, I think this is pretty obvious to the fact that they said that Shang-Chi 2 and the Marvels is going to be specifically connected into Kang Dynasty, along with Quantumania and pretty much everything for Phase 5 after Quantumania. So, essentially, everything. I wonder what variants we'll get, though. Maybe we'll get some brand new ones. Maybe we'll get the reptile one. Maybe we'll get the lizard one. Who knows?
The scroll.
But also, another really big one that I never heard anything about that we actually got physical proof was this one. Actor Lucas Grant filmed scenes as Hope Van Dyne's son in Quantumania, which got cut after the storyline was removed. I'm wondering, was it her and Scott's kid or what was going on? I didn't exactly read the whole article because I was like, oh, that's a cool little tidbit to bring up, but it's not really of importance because it never happened.
Well, that would have
never heard about it. Oh, well. You know, and then essentially, the next one I think is the most important for this video, but at the same time, take this with a very big grain of salt. Nathaniel Richards recruits the Avengers to fight the Council of Kangs. Spider-Man is the lead character. Ant-Man will play a pivotal role. Doctor Strange does not appear. Featured characters include Thor, Hulk, Captain America, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, She-Hulk, Kate Bishop, Miss Marvel, Shang-Chi, The Wasp, Stinger or Cassie, Hank Pym, and Janet Van Dyne, among others. Shang-Chi's rings and Miss Marvel's bands are relics of the previous multiversal war and are powerful weapons against the Council of Kangs. The Council of Kangs want revenge against Ant-Man and his family and kill Janet. Movie ends with the multiverse collapsing and Kang conquering, returning as the Beyonder, and merging different universes into Battleworld. So obviously a lot of this stuff is already stuff we know. I mean, literally the Beyonder thing. I think they should have killed Hank in front of Janet. I think that would have been more, you know, a pivotal kind of like, oh my gosh, smack to the face.
Yeah, I can
the
see
relics
that.
We know. They sent out a symbol and they have the same quantum technology. Along with something I saw today that the Eternals, their symbols are the exact same as Kang's relics, which is pretty cool to look at.
Yeah.
Obviously, too, I think this would be Thor's last movie, kind of showing how strong Thor is and having Kang killing him. Secret Wars. Doctor Strange and Clea arrive in Battleworld and assemble its heroes to fight the Beyonder. Robert Downey Jr. returns as Superior Iron Man from Earth 818, who conspires to steal the Beyonder's powers for himself. Culminates with a massive battle where heroes from across the multiverse answer to the call to stand against the Beyonder. Featured pre-MCU actors including Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, Halle Berry, Famke Jensen, and Nicolas Cage. Ends with Nathaniel Richards becoming the new He Who Remains, policing the multiverse. That one is very random, like very, 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 there's no like actual knowledge to that one. I feel like that one's just made up besides obviously the pre-MCU characters going in. Obviously, we're more than likely going to say that he's going to turn into He Who Remains because he literally said, I'll see you soon. You know, it was like, it's literally leading back into that. Whether they have to seal them all away, I think they're going to seal them all away in the quantum realm, if I'm being honest. Because you can't really keep Who Remains because then he's still purging all these timelines. But I don't know. Who knows how Secret Wars is going to end? We knew about the Beyonder thing. And something we need to talk about real quick. Because people don't seem to get this. Kang lost to ants and the ant family. Yes, but he was put into the quantum realm where it was beyond space and time. So he didn't have his full powers. Didn't have the ability of his suit for the most part. He had his shield and his blast, but he didn't have the manipulation part, the time travel part.
Manipulation.
Also, people are really downplaying ants, and this is going to sound really dumb because I'm defending ants right now, but an ant is this big.
Yeah.
An ant can lift 40 times its body weight. Its neck can literally support up to 5,000 pounds. I did all day looking through all these studies and stuff about these animals. Not saying 5,000 pounds like throw 5,000 pounds. I'm talking about 5,000 like to its weight, if that makes sense. So people really are downplaying ants. They age 1,000 years in one day when they went through the quantum realm. They had tech. They were shooting lasers. They built a secondary civilization, which hearing a TikToker earlier talk about was a Gen 2 civilization or Type 2 civilization is the ability to harness your own solar radiation or something. It was weird. I was going on for a little bit and then I got really like on it, but they're smart and they're the size of us, which means they're lifting like 4 silverback gorillas. You think a silverback gorilla is strong? These ants are ridiculous.
Yeah,
So
like if an ant was 100 pounds, they're lifting like 4,000
that's all. I just want to get that out there. That
easy.
I feel like Kang's losing is justified. He was also very cocky, and if people are saying he stood there and fought, Scott literally was trained by Janet. Scott, in the very beginning of the first movie, they showed him in the prison fighting.
Yeah, he was fighting
It's like, dude, you guys are really undercrediting Scott, especially the fact that they're both just humans. They're both humans with tech. All they are. It's like Sam Wilson. They have nothing outside of their weapons. It is what it is. As always, let me know what you guys thought down below. My name is Bretta. I'll catch y'all in the next.
All right, you guys, welcome back. So that was the Geeky Cast, and he had a lot of stuff to talk about. So how do you feel about some of those changes that were made to Ant-Man's movie? How do you feel about though? Like, what do you feel like watching it? How do you feel if it would have been if we saw stuff like that? Like if we would have saw the variants of Ant-Man fighting MODOK.
Well, I mean, it would have been different for sure, but like, I don't think, maybe not too different, but I don't know. I guess I understand. I guess.
When what about the ending with instead of him getting caught in the multiversal engine,
flipped and he
got out and then hoping them got stuck? How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I think that would have been dumb. Like that would have pissed me off.
If it was like that, you would have guessed it. You would have seen it coming.
Or like, what the fuck? Like
he got out. Type
right?
Shit.
Like what the fuck?
Right.
We went through all that just for him to get back stuck. Like no.
Yeah. I think that was interesting to know. Like I did remember reading that in one of the early plot leaks of this movie, which came out 2 years ago, I want to say, or even a year and a half ago for people who don't know for real. And it was, to me, I felt like that was going to happen in the theater. But this is my thing about Kang. I think that Marvel's doing this on purpose, big time. Like, I think we're going to get a moment where Kang really, like, he shows you how OP he really is. Like, we got that Wanda moment where she ran through the Illuminati and she started off by taking Black Bolt mouth away and then turned him to spinach. I think we're gonna get a moment like that. And like he mentioned, I've heard rumors of Thor and Hawkeye being sacrificed because of where they're at in their careers and other things like that. Not so much of, the bad stuff, the negative stuff, but, they got other stuff to do and their health and stuff like that. So I've heard that Thor and
Chris Hemsworth is really sad. Like that's really sad.
Oh yeah, his story. I've heard that they're supposed to be sacrificed. So Kang killing Thor, like he mentioned, to Ant-Man in this movie in real time, that would be like, what if they brought Thor back to be this mighty, and then Kang just
to show how strong Kang really is.
Right. You know what I mean?
Like him killing Thor would show how strong he really is for the future.
That would do it. You know what I'm saying? And I think already that he's mad. I think that he was mad to begin with. I could tell his frustration.
Yeah.
He kept getting more and more pissed off that, like, he know who he is, but he trapped. Yeah. So he's only stuck with certain things. Like he said, he wasn't fully powerful. I only had some of his suit.
And every time he got this close to getting out, something happened.
You know what I'm saying? If he was full power, like we've watched like the cartoon of him where he can just like reverse time. Like just, he could say, I want to go to this point in time, and he can go right back before it happens. Or he knows, like in Loki, when Sylvie and them was trying to attack him, he already knew that was going to happen. Yeah. So he would just move out the way because I already knew. Like he knows.
Right.
And I feel like once we get that Kang, that's going to be the scary part. But I like how they're keeping this guy under wraps because we still don't know a lot. But this guy is scary as shit, y'all. And I'm already afraid. I was afraid when I saw Loki's face looking at that statue at the end. He looked like he saw a ghost. Mm-hmm. And I've never seen Loki. Even Loki went up to Thanos arrogantly. I never seen Loki like sweating and like
afraid of somebody.
Like, and then we've seen the clip, the post-credit scene of Ant-Man where you see him and Mobius is like, this is the guy that you're afraid of? Right. And Loki's like,
yes,
this is him. That's him. You know what I'm saying? So I think that Kang is serious. We have yet to see it yet. So don't doubt my man. I think we're going to get a point where where we see it.
That's going to be really exciting to see.
And it's going to shock us. We're going to be like, You know, I'm waiting for it. You know what I'm saying? Because he was aggressive with Scott. Now, I don't care. That boot. Look at him giving that boot, bro. He really wanted Scott to pay for that shit. I could feel it. I could see it. He sold that shit. Jonathan Majors sold that shit, man. I can't wait to see more of him. And I think this is another thing before we get out of here. I don't want to talk too long, but before we get out of here, I want to tell people that I think that they're creating these variants. So all of these different parties have encountered a certain, you get what I'm saying? And I'm happy to see some of these variants, like the Victor Timely we're going to get in Loki, the Iron Lad that was probably going to happen with the Ironheart stuff down the road. Like, again, I've said this numerous times about a Kang variant riding the Darkhold. And then maybe, like, there's a Kang variant that has a connection to the Eternals. Because, like he said, we watched a video today that had the same symbols that was on Kang's rings as the same symbols that was on the Eternals. So what if a Celestial was a Kang variant? Y'all, like, how crazy would that be? That all of these variants are that smart, strong, to where they were the ones who were in charge of manipulating all this stuff. And when it comes down to it, they're going to realize that, wait, we've all fought a different version of this person. And that's what's going to connect everybody in our universe anyway. What I think was going to happen with Secret Wars is when they're going to need help. Is when the Beyonder come back, Kang going to be way mad from this Ant-Man shit. He going to be pissed. And he going to be ready to, I'm done. No more holding back. You know, he gonna start getting rid of people like easy, like Wanda was in Multiverse of Madness. Like, she just gonna start holding people up and doing all that crazy. That's what I think Kang's gonna do as the Beyonder, especially when they turn everything into Battle World. So you all let us know how you feel about a lot of this information down in the comments. I think that I think right now it is kind of blurry, but I believe the Secret Wars stuff, I don't think it was too much. I think it was just the right amount. Maybe the names made it too spicy, but I feel like as far as details, they didn't really give us any details. We all know that everybody's gonna come back for Secret Wars. We don't know if it's gonna be the Beyonder. We don't know what it is, but we all know that if everybody here from all the multiverses, somebody big as shit out there threatening all of the universes. So if everybody there, so whoever it is, we'll be there. You know what I'm saying? So before we get out of here, make sure you guys are leaving a thumbs up. Make sure you guys leaving a like. If you're new here to the channel, make sure you guys are hitting subscribe and tapping that notification bell so when we do a video just like this, you all will get it first, all right? So again, make sure you guys are staying tuned to the channel, and don't forget to subscribe to the Geeky Cast because he's the one that keeps all the receipts, all right? So we'll catch you all soon or another time when the Geeky Cast brings the news, all right? I'm Fireworks, the beautiful white gold. This is Snoopers Gonna Snoop YouTube channel. And we have